I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S2g10. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you.
trade.
It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
Got it! Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check.
61, match box. Mike, check three. Whip.
Hurry now on first down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
First down, Murray into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurt. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
60 Pittsburgh.
Put them on the buses.
61 match box. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Bringing him down defensively, Jaylen Brown.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Look at me. Zipper.
Get that ball.
Fire.
From the gun, it's Palmer. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Under 10. 10.
Now Murray gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Moss. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw a short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 23. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's how we do it.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Mike's 5.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 5-4. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go. 8, read.
Mike 37.
No chance.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike.
Buzz.
Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And we're going
Get it.
Throwing now. Palmer on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked.
Sack, baby! Good job.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
70, Indy. Hard, hard.
Check 13.
On second down, Swift. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know this is turning the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D. It's got to be priority one.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, that.
Now Palmer on third and long. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Mike's my board. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Bravo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the out. Watch the out. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Yep.
3 buzz. 3 buzz. 3 buzz.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now.
Watch 54.
On second down, Palmer.
Let's go, team.
He's got the hook up
It's
to
gonna be a long
Moore.
day, offense. It's gonna be a long
Good work
day.
after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Ready, ready.
On first down, Swift. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Yes, sir.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down now, Swift. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Oh, I got him. I got him.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, it's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now Murray off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On on the set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Right there. 54. Right there. Right. 54 Mike.
Two.
Now Palmer on first down. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
Set, ready.
Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
Exit. Exit.
Hey, orbit. 80 weapon.
54.
Let go.
Out of the gun. Palmer. His throw incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike's 54.
Hey, Echo.
I can't believe they let you play.
Get it.
To throw again. Palmer. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
Let's go.
The Bengals
60 out
drive
more.
about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I smell fear.
Throwing again, Palmer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yes.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Let's go.
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
Here we go.
And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. And this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Ready.
Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Blue draw corkers.
Back.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Palmer being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will tie things at 20 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down now, it's Brown. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
You better get in the weight room,
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They go with Brown.
I got one.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good play there is the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13. Buying time to his left. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10.
Check safety.
This is Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Dancing to his left, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Kyler Murray, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as these guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it.
6-6.
Let's bring
From the gun, Palmer. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
Here's Palmer. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A pickup of 2 yards and a Bengal first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch.
Operating from the gun, Palmer. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
18.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I'm scared.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. And we're going 37's the mic. Mike.
61, matchbox lights.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
Get it.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Palmer to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Interception all day,
He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
That's it,
No
baby.
gain on the play there. Second down.
Big hit.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
27. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Johnson was the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be...
And this is going to be intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch tight. Tight ends
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
We got 3. We got 3.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come.
From the gun on third down, Murray. They still can't get it. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Stop us.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3 down, 3 down.
Squeeze. Check 6 guy. Zoom.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
All day, baby, let's go.
The Browns send out their punter now. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Haywood, on the ball. Ready?
Palmer to throw. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Bengals.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. And we're going 37's the mic.
Hey.
Hey. And we're going 37.
Big River.
Here's Palmer.
Get him.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's how we do, D.
Ready,
Now
ready.
this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Buzz.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
That's right, baby. They don't want
Throwing now is Palmer. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Miles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Mike's by 4.
You ain't going nowhere.
Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Switch.
He's coming.
Five.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Let's go.
Mike 60 out low. 57. Hey, check.
Off. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the curve. Oh.
Back to throw, Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Murray. And an alley to run. Murray fighting, lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will almost certainly win the football game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, let's go.
And we're going 36.
Go.
Now it's Palmer. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dallas Goedert finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really